Hi, my name is Greg Voisen, and welcome back to another edition of Wizenotes. I'm also the host of a podcast called Inside Personal Growth, where we bring you the best books in personal growth, wellness, spirituality, mastery, and business. So we appreciate you taking a listen to this particular Wizenote. And this one is really an interesting one about an author by the name of Tino Dietrich, and the book is called False Kings. Tino says this: what if everything that you've been told about being a successful man is a lie? Tino thought he had it all: the house, the wife, the kids, the business, the success, until COVID landed him in the ICU and he was dying, and a priest was reading him his last rites. That's when he realized he had a house, but not a home. He was a provider, but not a father. He was successful, but not fulfilled. So in this groundbreaking new book, The False Kings, this entrepreneur and coach, Tino Dietrich, exposed the dark truth about modern masculinity. He said, we're living by what he calls cruels, crappy rules handed to us without consent, rules that promise success but deliver emptiness. So think about it. When did you last consent to the pressure that you must work 80 hours a week? When did you agree that your worth was measured by your bank account? And when did you sign up to suppress your emotions? You know, it really is an interesting world that we live in, and people kind of push for more is better. The stats don't lie. Modern men are facing all kinds of challenges. First one is the testosterone levels have dropped 30% in the last 20 years. 1 in 3 men over 30 has erectile dysfunction. 50% have a divorce. Every 4th child grows up without a father. So we're told to chase work-life balance, but Tino calls this a sedative, not a solution, because the game is rigged from the start. It's like chasing a carrot on a stick. No matter how fast you run, no matter how far you go, you never quite reach it. But you keep running because the story you've been told or you've been sold about what success looks like. So here he was lying in the ICU bed, machines keeping him alive. Tino had this epiphany that would change everything. His grandfather was part of the July 20th plot against Hitler. A man who risked everything for what was right. His grandmother ended up in the concentration camp because of their courage. This legacy of courage inspired Tino to ask a hard question. Really, what legacy did he want to leave? And I'm asking you, what legacy do you want to leave? So what's the alternative to being a false king? Tino says it's becoming what he calls a true alpha, but not what you think about an alpha. A true alpha isn't about dominion over suppression. It's about clarity over chaos. It's about conscious choice over autopilot, alignment over balance, presence over performance. Tino introduces powerful practices in this book like wolf breath techniques, embodied practices that transform you from the inside out. Because here's the truth. Life isn't happening to you. It's happening for you. But you have to steer it, right? You need to steer the ship. So you don't need a near-death experience like Tino had to wake up. You just need to recognize that the path you're on might not be taking you where you actually really want to go. So this book, The False Kings, is more than a book. It's your entry point into a journey of authentic masculine leadership. The question isn't whether you're successful by society's standards. The question is, are you the man you actually want to be? So ask yourself, are you the man you really want to be? So Tino said, life is a gift. Stop slapping yourself around and start steering yourself toward the man you want to become, or you were meant to become. Because the world doesn't need any more false kings. pretending to be successful. It truly needs true alphas living authentically. So I'd like to encourage you to go get a copy of Tino Dietrich's book, The False Kings, at Amazon or your favorite bookseller. And I want to thank you for listening to this version of Wizenotes. And please click the bottom below to listen to my full interview with Tino on inside personal growth. Thanks for listening, and I hope you have a great day, and go out there and be your authentic self.